Welcome to Self-Love Lunch Break with me, Diana, your sacred self-love coach. How are you this Thursday and whereabouts are you? If you're joining me live, then do tell me where in the world you are and what it's like where you are and how your day is going. I'm having an absolutely fantastic day. I just have so much energy and so much vision, and I'm just really connected with everything that I'm wanting to do and achieve, and it just feels fantastic. And that brings me to my topic today, which is about your dreams for your life, your vision for your future, your vision for what you want for yourself, and what are you doing about it? So, back to me feeling so energized and empowered and excited about my life. It's got a lot to do with how I do my day. It's got a lot to do with what I choose to do when I open my eyes in the morning. And I'll let you in on more of that now. But what I first want to ask you to do is take a minute wherever you are, as long as you're not driving a vehicle, a car. Take a minute, close your eyes, and just think about the dreams that you have for your life, things that you want that you haven't manifested yet. They're not real yet, but they're real in your mind, in your imagination. Just stop for a minute. Think about those things. Think about what you ideally want for your business or your career. Think about where you want to live. Think about what area of the world you want to live in, what type of house do you want to live in, if you want to live in a house. Think about what relationships you want, what people you want around you. Think about what you want to be doing with most of your time. Think about all of those things. For a lot of people, it's about how much money they want to have. Take a minute and think about all of that. Once you've got that in your mind and you open your eyes again, do those things all go poof, like a dream that just in a cartoon where it just like poof, a little floats away in a cloud, disappears? Or can you still see them clear as day on your horizon? And do you know how you're going to get there? Do you know why you want the things you want? And do you have a plan? Do you have milestones? Have you given yourself deadlines? This might sound like a whole lot of pressure. Whole lot of pressure coming from the Sacred Self-Love Coach, right? Well, yes and no. So yes, it might seem like pressure, but actually it's not about pressure. It's about practice. One of my favorite words, and you've probably heard me say it before, but it's about putting in every day the right effort and the right action, the right thinking, the right feelings, yes, and the right action towards what we want. So it's your dreams will always be dreams if you leave them in dreamland. So if when you open your eyes and you carry on with your day to day, those dreams go like that cloudy dream in a cartoon and disappear. And you get stuck doing things and you're just doing things because you do them. You're not doing them purposefully and consciously. Then what you're going to find is at the end of your life, unfortunately, you're going to look back and you're going to find that you did a whole lot of stuff that you were doing just because you do it. And you'll be like, what happened to that dream? And that dream? And that dream? I was dreaming so hard. I was really envisioning them. I was imagining them. I wanted those dreams. What happened? Why didn't I get them? The key is to put inspired action in place. So, as you may or may not have heard me say, when I talk about sacred self-love, I'm talking about connecting with the true essence of who you are. I'm talking about connecting with your soul, with the deepest part of your inner being, and with the biggest part of your higher self. And connecting, tapping into the wisdom of the entirety of creation that is within you. And what comes from that? what comes from that is consciously using your free will every day on purpose. And by doing that, the things that you dream become a reality. And I'll tell you how. I just want to quickly touch on the free will thing. So if you think about all the creatures on planet Earth, all the creatures that we know of, what is the thing that separates human beings from the rest of them? I'll tell you what it is. It's free will. Free will is what comes with being a human being. And free will is a term that we've all heard so many times. But think about the term will. It actually implies power, and it implies action. It implies doing something. When you will something, you're actually creating momentum in the direction of something. It's not dream, it's not imagine, it's not hope. Those things are all part of it, but will is what brings it from imagination, from dreaming, and into reality. Because with your free will comes willpower, and that implies action straight away. So I encourage you today, take a look at those dreams, take a look at the things you want for yourself, and then look at your life today. Look at everything you did this morning, from when you woke up until this lunch break, and audit. Go and audit it with the eyes of a really, really skilled auditor that knows how to find a hidden little thing and a loophole here, there, and everywhere, no matter how well it's hidden in the trail of transactions. Audit your day. Audit your life. What are you doing with your time? What are you doing with your energy? What are you doing with your thoughts? And what feelings are you choosing to spend time with? Audit yourself. What patterns and old stories are actually not that old? What old stories are still running actively in your mind, in your subconscious? And get yourself aligned. But doing an audit, you can get aligned. And the key to manifesting all the dreams, to bringing those dreams out of dreamland and into your reality, and actually living your dreams, is alignment. There's a whole energy discussion on this, a whole thing about frequencies and vibrations and energy, and absolutely I subscribe to that. The simplest and easiest way to understand all of that is that you are energy, so everything that you do counts. Everything that you don't do counts. So what are you doing? How conscious are you about your day? How purposeful are you? And are you moving in the direction of your dreams? Do you know why you want the things you want? Are you sure you want them? And you haven't just bought into something that you saw on social media that really appealed to your senses? Because remember, you're also in charge of your senses. So we all sense things. We like the taste of certain things. We like the feel of certain things. But with our higher being in place and our connection with our sacred self, we can choose which sensations to feed. We all have different thoughts at different times. Some dismally dark, absolutely. Some light and enlightened, absolutely. So which ones are we going to feed? Which ones are we going to spend time with? Which ones are we going to audit and say, where did that come from? Where did that come from and what is that about? Is it serving me? Is it getting me closer to my dreams? Or do I need to weed that out? Because that's something that I thought was an old program, but it's actually still a story that's running in my head. It's about connecting with the higher part of who we are and then choosing our thoughts, feelings, and actions every minute of every day. And that might sound like the army, right? That might sound really militant. Well, there's a lot to be said for discipline. And as I love to say, self-love is self-discipline. So let's do that audit, and let's never stop doing that audit. Get to know your dreams. See them every day. I always say, believing is seeing. So there's a saying, seeing is believing. I say, no, you do really need to believe it. And the way to believe it is to really get aligned. So let your thoughts, let your actions, and let your feelings all be congruent with that picture that you have for yourself. So if you see yourself living in a beautiful little cottage in the countryside and being a peaceful person who smiles at everyone that they see because they have such inner peace, live that now. Live that now. And start adjusting. What am I doing towards getting there? I'm currently living in an apartment in a city. Why? Why do I want the little cottage in the country? Will it be what I really want? Yes, okay. Why do I want it? Do I know my whys? Yes, I do. Okay. So what am I doing towards it? That's what this job in the city is for. I am actually making more money than I could make elsewhere, and I'm able to save 40% of my earnings. Isn't that a dream? But yeah, it is. And it's real for some people. So do it. Get yourself aligned. Audit what you're doing. What did I do when I woke up? The minute I woke up, remember, when we sleep, we switch off and we reset. So when you wake up, you have a chance to choose. It's a chance to choose again. Choose your thinking. What thoughts did I go into when I woke up? Did I go straight back into the thoughts I was having yesterday? The worries, the anxiety, the uncertainty, the stress factors, the routine thoughts about possibly nothing of that matters, nothing of purpose? Or do I choose that wonderful reset button that sleep gave me and kick into fresh thoughts, thoughts that are going to empower me, thoughts that are going to drive me forward, thoughts that are going to drive different behavior, different responses, thoughts that are going to feed emotions that work for me in relationship, that work for me in work, that work for me in any project that I'm involved in. What am I choosing? So do that audit. I encourage you to do that audit, and I encourage you to do it every day for the rest of your life. Get on board with your own dreams. Get on board with your sacred self. Get on board with your higher self, with the vision you have for yourself, and be a part of making it happen. Get active. Don't sit around and wait for things to happen. There's a lot to be said for sitting peacefully. I advocate meditation, absolutely. I advocate ease, absolutely. All of those things are choices. All of those things are about choosing the thoughts that work for you. All of those things are about choosing the emotions that you want to feed. All of those are about looking into what isn't working for you and why, and getting to the bottom of it. So do the audit, engage with yourself, get on board with the dreams and the visions that you have for you, and start making it happen. And that is how, I promise you, you will start seeing things manifest around you faster than you can imagine. And all by just doing your life consciously, living on purpose, connecting with your inner self, connecting with your sacred self, practicing self-love by doing the things that will bring you one step closer to that dream life. And that's it from me today. I just want to say, yes, I came on a bit earlier. I announced it at 1 o'clock, and what I did is, so I scheduled self-love lunch break for Tuesdays and Thursdays at 1 p.m. And then I didn't schedule the Thursday slot in my calendar, so I have a booking. I have a meeting with a peer of mine shortly at 1 o'clock, which I'm really looking forward to. But going forward, these will be at 1 p.m. every Tuesday and every Thursday. I really, really hope that provided you with some food for thought, and that it can support your self-love journey, especially with your sacred self, your inner self, your higher self, the wisdom that you have within you. Enjoy creating the life of your dreams. Enjoy living on purpose. That's it from me for today. I love you. Keep loving yourself. Mwah. I will see you next week.